Saturday, 14:08:21 seconds, the year 2022, the month, 8th month, August, the 6th day. And we cracked the fucker. And here they are, side to side. And once I put them side to side, they are pretty much exactly the same fucking size. Pretty much. They're sitting on this flat table right here. It's pretty much the same. Just a little cosmetic difference, that's all. There's the backs of the bearings. So you can see that the flat surface where it butts up against the motor is that far in, that far in. The front that goes in is deep socket, deep socket. So, and there's the screw, and nothing stripped when we pulled it out. So here we got the vice grips holding on the timing belts, and go up under here. There's the flappy belt right there with the hole that goes right there. So we should be able to just bolt that fucker right in there. So then that complies with all the shit that I saw on eBay, that those things look the same. It even complies with the book. When you look in the book here, the picture of them, show the picture of the two idlers right there, one there and one there. You get a close-up on those fuckers look exactly the same, except they're deep dish. Both of them are deep dish. Deep dish like this. See, that's deep dish. You know, like deep dish pizza. See that? You can see them. Both the drawings, deep dish. See, let me point it out with the screwdriver. See, there's the bottom one, the one we pulled out. See the rim inside? Deep. There's the top one. See the rim inside? Deep. See this right here? That doesn't match the picture. And this is an original manufacturer OEM. It does not match the fucking picture at all. So you know what tells me this is not an OEM. Hold on, listen. This is an aftermarket fucking book. Shilton's manual. This is aftermarket. You see what I'm saying? That's all. That's pretty much all they sell in stores anyway. But it makes me wonder, are there actual OEM manuals for these fuckers where all the fucking pictures match up? You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's just a drawing. That in a picture, it's just a drawing. So whoever drew it, he probably thought to himself, well, I'm not going to draw it the same. Fuck it, just draw it different. He could have thought that, and he could have thought this. He could have thought, well, let's fuck with somebody. Or he could have thought this. He probably could have just thought everything was just wonderful and dandy, and he had a mistake. He visited mistake. You know, just like sometimes you got to go visit Miss Tree. Sometimes you got to visit Mistake. Yeah, those are just three options to think upon. You know, but all in all, when you look at it, you know, down to the nitty gritty, you know, it really doesn't matter. But the only thing that really does matter is that when you first start looking at stuff and you're starting to dig in and figure stuff out, and you see all these differences, think, you know, for me anyway, I just speak for myself. The heart starts pounding and all the paranoia starts coming in, right? It's like, oh, fuck, you know? and I'm going to tell you, that's sent from E.T. through the military, through the people in the government. They send electronic signals to the brain, in the body, to keep having us feel all this paranoid bullshit. And so I like to bring this shit up because then I ask the question. I'm gonna state something, and then I'm gonna ask a question. I sure as fuck don't like feeling like that. Now here's the question: You like feeling like that? That's up to you. I'm just telling. I'm a statement. I'm gonna state something. Like a state, Oregon State, California State, Kansas State, everything fucking state, right? That's a story, okay? It's a way to live, okay? I'm gonna put a statement out there. I sure as fuck don't like feeling like that. Now, every once in a while, here and there, but all the fucking time? Fuck that. And then all the fucking time should be just a little bit at a time. It should just fucking go away. Should just go away. Ain't no need to be having to feel fucking paranoid. I'm not talking, paranoid where it's, well, I'm talking all the different levels in paranoia. All the different levels. Even if it's just a flash, a shock, a jolt. It's like touching electricity. You ever touch a 110 volt socket? You just kind of, it's like, it's like, these fuckers are playing fucking electronic games with us, and it's called shock treatment. They love shocking people. You know what a cattle prod is? A cattle prod was invented to shock cattle to move them along down the road and go where we want them to go. Shock treatment. That's what neurotransistors. We're getting into nerves here. How to shock people to get them to go and live the way you want them to live. It's a cattle herd prod tool when you think on it. That's all it is. Get down to the simple nitty gritty. Anyway, once again, I'm gonna put a statement out there. I don't like that shit. I don't like none of that shit. None of it. And it ain't no different for someone at work going to slave job, slave master tell you what to do. It's a shock prod treatment. It's a herd technique. Shock treatment. Tell someone what to fucking do. It's all the same psychology, folks. It has the same effect on the body. Everywhere we go out here, everything's a fucking shock world. Chakras. You ever hear them talk about chakras? The chakras. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on and on with this stuff, man. Just fucking endless. On and on and on and on. And I'd rather not have to go on and on with this shit. I'd like to be I'd like this shit set on a fucking museum shelf just to fucking sit there. Instead of going on living on and on and on like this bullshit. See what I'm saying? Set it on the fucking museum shelf. That way, other living organisms can look at it and wonder, wow, I wonder what it was like back in history back then. And if they wanted, they could teletransport, time travel back then, and go feel it and see what it's like and say to themselves and see if they can get to a point where they can get a statement out and say, fuck this. And they'd be like, fuck this. So that's what it was like to live back then with all this fucking bullshit control shit going on. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's what museum shelves are for. Right? So new living organisms can go travel in time, experience it, and see whether or not they like it. And some people like that shit. Some people love being locked up in the bedroom with whips and chains and smacked all around, fucked every which way but loose. Some people actually like that shit. Whether it's a one-time event, but the thing I get to is for fucking ever, fuck that. That's where I'm at with it. Fuck that. Maybe a one-time thing to see what it's like. You have a little experience with it and then say to yourself, well, maybe I just if it was just a little bit softer, maybe I would have liked it. You know? The other lover was too brutal. You know, that's why I always say, everyone has the choice and gets to choose the way they want to live. That's why people who love the way this world is, you know, if they like it that way, cool, wonderful. Yeah. I'd rather be flying around, floating in the air and shit. Come down, look over, and say hi. Hey, what's happening there, brother? Floating around, traveling all over the fucking world, universe, all over split second, transmit, fly through fucking walls, all kind of shit. You know, and then just look at you and wonder and think to myself, you actually like it? You actually like living like that? Well, I guess if you do, you like paying bills, kissing someone's ass, all that shit, doing whatever someone tells you to do. Cool. God, I'm more than happy for you. More than happy for you. I'm glad. You know, and that right there, folks, that right there is the loving mother. The loving mother who loves the child no matter how they are and lets the child choose to live any fucking way they want. Any fucking way they want. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on, but anyway, part 3, let's go wait for part 4. Now, part 4, I'm gonna put this fucker on, put everything back together, and start the fucking car up. That'll be part 4. See you then.